Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of The Gentleman of Boxing. I'm your host, Max. Wow, what a weekend we had. What a weekend of boxing and MMA. Saturday 19. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, we definitely were treated. Just to start off, I don't know if anybody watched. I hope that a lot of people watch this early in the afternoon. The Usyk versus Daniel Dubois 2 for the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. What a fight! What a performance! If you guys don't think so, please comment below and please subscribe. I would love to hear people's comments in regards to Usyk. In my opinion, Alexander Usyk is the pound for pound number one fighter in the world right now. Probably, I don't know. I think that he could be at this point potentially aiming or maybe already one of the greatest or the greatest heavyweight champions of all times, in my opinion. Let's just think about this. He was a lineal cruiserweight champion, two-time lineal heavyweight champion, Olympic gold medalist. This guy is the full package. He reminds me of Lomachenko, but at heavyweight, pretty much. He has it all. He has the skills, he has the defense, he has the stamina, he has the heart, the chin. The footwork, oh my God. I don't know, guys. Usyk, in my opinion, I would say Usyk, and then Naoya Inoue, of course. And then, of course, I guess not a lot of people talk about him. I don't hear a lot of people talking about Jesse Bam Rodriguez from San Antonio, Texas. He is, becoming his own. He is solid. Also fought on Saturday, unified belts against a gentleman, Cafu, another champion from South Africa. He was fighting in Frisco, Texas, I believe. Yeah, it was a card in Frisco, Texas. It was a pretty good fight as well. It was a stoppage. They threw in the towel. But man, it was a really good fight. And then, of course, the main course, the return of the Pac-Man, Manny Pacquiao at age 46, attempting to become the oldest welterweight champion of the world. And man, Manny, I love Manny. Come on. He could potentially be, in my opinion, the GOAT. 8-division champion. Fought against everybody. Never backed down. Fought against everyone in their prime. He not only fought everybody, he fought them in their prime. Let's not forget that. This is the way I saw the fight. I have to be honest. It was a really good fight. Manny is no longer Manny, I have to admit. Yes, he looked good for his age. But if we really sit down and look at the fight again, I think that the reason why he looked the way he looked was because Barrios helped him look that way. If Mario Barrios would have put more pressure on him, using his jab more and go to the body more from the first round, I don't know if Manny would be able to finish the full 12 rounds, in my opinion. Yes, of course, he did throw some flashy combinations. And then, of course, if we look at the copy box stats for punches landed and thrown, Manny did land more punches than Barrios. But I have seen a lot of fighters and former fighters saying that Manny got robbed. I don't know. I don't know if I would say that. I don't think that Manny got robbed, if I'm being honest. I watched the fight a couple of times. I don't think that he got robbed. Yes, they could have given him the fight, but let's not forget that he wasn't the champion. He was a challenger. And I don't think that he beat the champion. I don't think so. And I don't think it was because he didn't do enough or anything like that. I just think it's because he's old. That's it. He's a human being. Champions get old. He's done it all. I don't think that there's much more we can ask from him. I mean, I didn't think that he was gonna look as good as he did. I have to I have to admit that. I mean, he looked really good considering he's 46 and he hadn't fought in 4 years. And Barrios just fought a few months ago. I know that he fought to a draw, but even though he fought to a draw, he's been more active than Manny. And even then, Manny still competed to the highest level and still landed, I believe it was maybe like 15 to 20 more punches than Barrios. And I think that Barrios' accuracy was a little bit better than him. But I think that if Barrios would have pressured him a little bit more, gone to the body, used his jab, the fight would have been very different. I honestly think that Barrios gave him too much respect from the get-go. He gave him too much respect, touching the gloves constantly. And I know about good sportsmanship, but this is the professionals. This is not the amateurs. It's okay to touch the gloves at the beginning of the fight, and then it's okay to touch the gloves or hug it out at the end of the fight. But to be touching gloves in between every single round, I think that's an amateur thing to do. I don't think that that's something that really transitions to professionals. I'm not really fond of that. And nothing, I don't think that not doing it means that they don't have good sportsmanship. It's just a fight. You're in there to, that's what they call it, the hurt business. You're in there to hurt the other guy, not to be best friends. Once the fight is over, it's cool. You guys can be friends. But throughout the fight, you don't have to be touching gloves constantly. So to me, that was a sign of Barrios not being mean enough, not wanting it enough, and that I think cost him, or it actually caused the fight to go the way it did, because Barrios didn't look tired at the 12th round, and Manny did look kind of tired. So I mean, that's the tell of the tell, I guess, that at the end of the fight, Manny looked more tired than Barrios, and he looked more worn out, and of course understandable because of his age, right? But all those people that are saying that he got robbed, I mean, like, come on, guys, like we've seen fights that are way more more of a gap, and they nobody says anything about being robbed. So I mean, if he's saying that he's gonna keep on fighting. So I mean, he wants to fight again, good. I just don't think that I think he should stay away from boxers, slick boxers, or movers, because they will beat him. They will. That's just my take on the fight. Another fight that was pretty incredible, actually, probably, outside of the Usyk and the Jesse Bam Rodriguez fights, the Fundora versus TYSZU fight. What a fight. Fondora, what a champion at 154. 6'6", I think he is, 6'7". Only one loss. Him and his sister, Gabriela Fondora, brother and sister champions. Both are really good, aggressive styles. They bring it every time. Young guy. I mean, he took it to TYSZU. Like, he just took it to TYSZU. And I mean, TYSZU looked good. I mean, in that round before the fight got stopped, he was looking good. It's just that Fondora just, he has grit. He has the it factor. And he can take a shot. And he doesn't have to. He can just outbox people. Like, he reminds me of, of course, of a taller Tommy Hearns. You know what I mean? Like, he's a killer. You can see it. You can see it in his eye. I think he's gonna be a good, formidable champion. But I think that he should stick more to boxing guys. He can still knock people out just by boxing them. With that reach that he has, like, he doesn't really need anything more than just to box, use his jab. And I mean, the sky is the limit for him, honestly. Like, Sebastian Fondora is a really good champion, and it's only the start for him. He's been looking good so far. TYSZU, back to the drawing board. I really don't know how much more he has. I mean, he didn't look bad. Maybe it was just like he said, that he's just too tall. But let's not forget that only a couple of fights back, he got completely destroyed. So we'll see what happens with TYSZU. Really good fighter, entertaining fighter, big hard. So yeah, that was a really good fight too. Who else was that there in that fight? Okay, Pitbull, and let's not forget about Isaac Cruz. He fought against a gentleman that replaced Fierro, Salcido. That was just a one-way streak fight. Salcido was completely outgunned. Pitbull just took it to him. Pitbull did his thing, you know. Pitbull was his the thing that he normally does, being Pitbull, aggressive. I don't think that he has the same pop at 140. I'll be honest. I mean, yes, of course, you know, he has that pressure, that relentless aggression, you know, but we saw what happened against Valenzuela. So I think as long as he stays away from slick boxers, kind of like Manny, he'll be okay. And finally, Max Holloway against Dustin, the Diamond Portier 3, live from Louisiana. What a fight! I mean, like always, they always bring it. Those guys, you put them together, they're always gonna make a good fight. And I stand corrected. I mean, I didn't think that Max Holloway was gonna be able to pull it off, and man, he did. He looked really good. He took it to Dustin in his hometown, and he got the W. And he can move on to bigger and better things. I think he just confirmed that he will now stay at lightweight. So, I mean, he mentioned Charles Oliveira, which would be a pretty good fight. Consider that Oliveira is coming from a loss against Topuria. So I think it would be a pretty good fight. Max Holloway against Charles Dubonx Oliveira 2 is the second time they would fight. Because I think Max Holloway beat him once. I think at featherweight, back in the day when Oliveira was fighting at featherweight. So the future is bright for Max Holloway, and I can't wait to see what's next for him. What a weekend! What a weekend of boxing and MMA. I mean, we were blessed, you know, to have all those great fights. Please hit the subscribe button. It goes a long way, helps the channel grow. And that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen, for today. Thank you for joining me on the Gentlemen of Boxing channel, and I'll see you again next week. I am your host, Max, and you guys have a good night.